Shalom, friends. Adam's love life was in its flop era. The first Eve had been unmade at his own request, and Lilith had left his ass in the dust from whence it came. Would the third time be the charm for our Bachelor, or the ultimate canon event for humanity? And snakes. Welcome to Jewish Lore Reactions, Trouble in Paradise, Part 1. Adam woke up alone in the Garden of Eden. I mean, alone other than all the animals God had previously asked him to name. The blobfish, penguins, zebras, trash pandas, water buffalo, and the snake, aka the danger noodle or nope rope. Adam's breakfast was fruit and nuts from the complimentary Edenic salad bar. There was just one item of produce that 'twas never on the menu: the fruit from the tree of knowledge of good and evil, one of the two magical holy trees in the garden and also in Valinor. God had said that if Adam even nibbled from the tree of knowledge, he would meet death. Adam did not actually know exactly what death was, but he also felt somehow he'd like to keep it that way. Adam wondered if the new being that God was currently creating out of one of his ribs would turn out to be the one, the perfect tradwife of his fantasies who checked all of his boxes. There actually weren't that many boxes. Beautiful, obedient, fully formed from the get-go, and who wouldn't complain about him only wanting to do it missionary style. Someone who could help him forget all the incredibly emasculating things Lilith had said before she left. So when God brought over the completed brand new upgraded model human woman, Adam was thrilled. This new human had been debugged. She had none of the flaws of her predecessors, no visible internal organs like the first Eve, no withering, disdainful side-eye like Lilith. And obviously, most important to an alpha bro like Adam, she was a hottie. Oh, that's the one right there. She's endgame. Definitely a bit of me. That part was technically true due to the whole rib thing. So then Adam went ahead and said the world's first awkward pickup line. Hey, blood of my blood, flesh of my flesh. Shh, don't ruin it by speaking. I know, I'll give you a name. I'm great at that. Got it. Your name shall be woman, because you came from man. Think about it. Damn, I'm good. Might be my best work since blobfish. Meanwhile, God, the divine matchmaker, was deep into prepping the ultimate destination wedding. Jeff Bezos, sit down, you've got nothing on this. 10 spectacular wedding canopies encrusted with gems, designed by God. The bride's glam team, God. The florist, God. Catering, yeah, God. I will give you one guess as to who the officiant was. Who do you think it was? Yeah, it was God. The DJ and band, a choir of angels. All of creation celebrated. Well, almost all. As anyone who has gone to a lot of weddings could tell you, or anyone who lurks on a lot of wedding drama-related subreddits could tell you, weddings can bring out the worst in malcontent, jealous haters. Now, of all the animals God had created, the sneakiest, bitchiest, and most bitter of all was the serpent. It could not abide Adam, and honestly, same. Maybe the snake was pissed about Adam's obvious glaring mediocrity. How could that basic himbo have been granted dominion over the entire animal kingdom? Come on. Or maybe the snake was pissed because Adam had only given it the options of danger noodle or nope rope as a name, neither of which reflected the level of respect the snake felt it was due. Fun fact, Adam and the woman were both nude at the wedding. Naked as the day they were born, which was a few hours ago. They were blissfully unbothered by it. Humans felt no shame. Shame wasn't a thing yet, which honestly explains a ton of Adam's behavior over the past 2 episodes. Now, the Torah does not give the snake a motive for what happens next, but rabbinic storytelling sure does. A twisted scheme, pretty fucked up, began to form in its mind. Maybe there was a way to use that whole "don't eat from the tree of knowledge" clause to take out Adam, and then slither into the woman's DMs, and maybe other places, becoming the most insidious and snaky of sneaky links. Snaky links. Yes, in the first moments of her existence in the Garden of Eden, the woman had already been targeted by a predator. The one thing that apparently had not yet been created was an actual safe space. So the wedding ended with Adam and the woman sealing the physical deal, shall we say, on their union. Adam was relieved to discover that the woman had no particular objection to missionary. After the wedding, the woman studied the garden with fascination. She examined the flora, fauna, and fungi like the primordial biologist she was. So naturally, when the snake approached her, she turned to it with interest.
Hey, boss babe, word in the grass is that you don't have any tree of knowledge privileges? I was just so surprised. What's that about?
Oh, hi. Nope rope, right?
Sure.
We can eat from all of the trees except for that one. Apparently, if we eat from the tree or even just touch it, we will lose our immortality and die. I'm honestly not sure exactly what dying is, but from context it doesn't appear to be a net positive. I actually didn't hear this myself, I hadn't been created yet. But that's what God said, right, Adam? But Adam was now playing a video game and thus could not be bothered to respond.
That is such fake news. Propaganda. Trust me, you're not going to die. God is gaslighting you. Because if you do eat from it, you'll kind of become like a god yourself. Creators, destroyers. God is gatekeeping this, and I just don't think that's right. Come on, let's do an experiment. I can prove that I'm telling you the truth. You can trust and believe me.
The woman was deeply curious about the tree, which is in fact a feature, not a bug, of making things off limits. One wonders if God intended it thusly. There was so much the woman didn't know about the world, so much she wanted to understand. Unfortunately, one of the things she didn't understand yet was the concept of stranger danger. So she watched the snake go up to the tree of knowledge of good and evil.
Are you ready for it? And by it, I mean nothing, because nothing is going to happen. Watch. See? I feel fine.
Huh.
Come on, give some of the fruit to your husband, so he can be smarter. I mean, you don't want him to resent you over the obvious intelligence gap in your relationship, right?
Wait, what?
Nothing. Yeah, but no, for real. Like, why does it seem like all of his brain cells have been in the rib that God drew you from? Why?
No, that's not a real thing.
Now, the woman had indeed observed during the brief time they were together that Adam was not really very, how do I say this, cerebral? Perhaps the snake had a point, not about the rib, but just like generally. So she examined the fruit of the tree. Stem first, as befits the first woman in STEM. Now, what exactly the fruit of the tree of knowledge was is a vast debate among scholars. But I can tell you what it wasn't, and that was an apple. Sorry. So we shall use a lemon as a stand-in in this story. It's beautiful, and it smells like vitamin C and wisdom. Because sharing is caring, the woman offered a piece to Adam. He was indeed feeling snackish, and maybe his self-esteem was a little bit shook by what the snake had said, so he took the fruit from her.
Yeah, Adam, you should probably eat your piece first.
The woman bit into her lemon wedge,
Shit.
and her mind expanded, attaining a new level of awareness about everything in the garden, about the nature of existence and reality itself. She felt different. They say I did something bad. Then why does it feel so good?
Whoa. Wow, that is sour. Wait, I feel weird. My brain hurts. There's too many thoughts.
And that was the exact moment that the edible really kicked in.
Shalom, friends.